Did you know that ironically, there's a lot of people that don't really know about these handhelds? It's really amazing how I couldn't believe it. And I'm talking about like the Ambernicks, our Kitty, or Retroid devices. Some don't even know even about the Logitech G Cloud. And that's a big name. I would figure because they're known for their big products, Project G Cloud would have been like a hot topic in the mix, meaning that some people could have bought a handheld device that they could have just sold and not really knowing what type of gem they have. Well, if you've been hanging with me on this channel, I've been here giving out inspiration and fun ideas on these devices, but I want to look at things a bit differently. I want to do something I haven't did in a long time, and the device I'm going to use is this R36H handheld. This reminds me of another handheld, which I'll probably show later. I usually don't talk about specs too much, and I'm not going to talk about like what setup is running on and nothing like that. I'm just going to unbox it and look at the library of games and look at it from a perspective if I will keep something like this or give it up because it's nothing, there's nothing attractive to me to keep it. And maybe it's just my opinion. And remember, just my opinion might inspire you to go down a rabbit hole and get interested in wanting to discover more. I'm going to see if it has some of my favorite titles. It's going to be some game testing, you guys. All right, let's get started. What is going on, you guys? Your boy Famous Kid Video Game Entertainment. And before we go any further, make sure you hit the like, subscribe button. Click like, subscribing. It's always a big help. At first glance, this thing looked exactly like the Ambernick 35XX-H, but it doesn't seem like it's the same size as that handheld. Now, I have chatted with you, like a few of you guys that have the Ambernick 35XX, and just like I said, and I know we all can agree that that handheld is still a gem to me. It's still really good. That's just my personal opinion. I still have fun with this. It's amazing to me. I mean, I have no problems with it. I think there was like some sort of like, I was just hearing online that there was some sort of like screen issue, but I don't know if it was that particular model. I think it was another model that had some sort of screen issue, if I'm not mistaken. But overall, I have had no problem with this thing. The way it's like the little form factor, the way it's like it's shaped, it's so perfect and it's just comfortable to hold on to. And it's just like a, you know what I'm saying, you could just pop it in your pocket and it's got that perfect size. And that's what I want to see with this thing. That's why I'm not trying to compare it to the 35XX-H. I just want to see if it can give that same love for people that maybe just want this particular model, that we can, that you know, that it has the games and everything else that has that. Because if I'm not mistaken, now if you guys want me in like a later video to maybe change the firmware and see what we can do with this, but I just want to give it experience of just like open, just like I said, I'm not going to mess with this part right here to where I'm just going to take the card out and change it. I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to go ahead and just see what games is actually on here and just see if it's good for you. That if you're just a person that just doesn't look for, that's not really like a tinker, like a person that just kind of mess with this type of stuff and you just want to just turn it on and just play some games, then this might be cool for you. And it depending on what type of games you're into. Yeah, I'm looking at through these games as me as a person just don't know anything about messing around with this type of handheld. I'm just gonna go ahead and just right now I'm looking at all the consoles that's up on here. Okay, and I see some good ones. You got CPS 1, 2, and 3. You got the arcade here. So we got the PC Engine. Okay, we got Super Famicom, we got Nintendo, SNES, 64. We got some games. We got some consoles on here. Definitely. Now I'm gonna start off with this Sega Mega Drive, which is like Sega Genesis. Now, when I'm looking for a game, there's certain games I'm looking for when I'm like looking through these libraries. And one of my games is this right here. This is just one of my games right here. Definitely. Streets of Rage 2. Oh my goodness. All day long. I don't know why this is like one of those games I just keep coming back to, and seriously, I got this thing practically like on everything that has a controller. Let's put it that way. Bro, like this is definitely one of my all-time classic games. All right, let's see what we got here. Now, this is another game, Splatterhouse 3, yo. Splatterhouse 3. All three of them was fire to me. I'm not gonna even lie to you. Like, I don't know if you guys play Splatterhouse, but Splatterhouse was the game back in the day on Sega Genesis. This is like one of those games that you just pop in, like it's late night and you just want to just get down. It's just a regular beat 'em up, but it was so good, so good, so good back in the day. And there's one more I wanted to make sure I have, and that is the Crusader of Sinti. This game right here, to me, I just felt that this was like supposed to be like the answer to Legend of Zelda's Link to the Past that was on Sega Genesis. This game is amazing. This is an RPG game, definitely. So, you know, it's gonna take time. You just gotta take your time. But this game right here was amazing. I mean, I didn't even get a chance to end this. I'm gonna have to come back at this one and really just take my time and just go ahead and just play it all the way through. I'm quite sure it's just worth it, definitely. All right, let's look at this Game Gear. Game Gear has some definite titles. Now, always when it comes down to Game Gear, I only look for a couple of games, but don't get me wrong, there are some titles up on here that I am loving. And one of my games definitely is Mortal Kombat 1 and 2. For some sort of strange reason, for these two buttons, and I talked about this before, this game is so much fun. Now, PlayStation doesn't really have that many titles. Okay, you got the crashes and stuff. But if you have this one right here, Castlevania, yes, this Castlevania right here, Symphony of the Night, oh my goodness, this is gonna hold you up for a while. Like if you just got this little handheld and you wanted to start your adventure with this is gonna have you held up for like a hot minute. That's if you actually sit there and play it seriously, because this game is pretty long and well worth the time, seriously. Now, PSP doesn't have like too many titles that I'm like eyeing. I'm not gonna lie. I just wish that they had maybe like a God of War on here. That would have been like pretty tight and stuff like that. I see the Dragon Balls and stuff like that. Yes, it's just some other games that I just really wish that they probably added up on here. So of course, if I was to do any messing around, I would probably add some more games to PSP. Definitely like Ghosts and Goblins or Ghouls and Ghosts, if you want to call that, for PSP, you know. And we definitely have our arcade lineup on here, and well worth it. Well worth it. It's got pretty much all the arcade games. Now, PC Engine or TurboGrafx 16, let's look through that for a bit. Now, one game I did not find with Ninja Spirit, but it had this one. I wish that they had Ninja Spirit, because Ninja Spirit was definitely the game. You know, I mean, you were gonna get our bunks and stuff like that, but Ninja Spirit was the game to me. I just like that. Just one of the games I just wish that was up on here, and I was a little disappointed. But it does not necessarily mean it does not have enough of a lineup. Seriously. Now they got the Famicom computer, which is like the Famicom or NES version of it. Now they had this game right here, which I had came across, and this is definitely a game that you definitely want to have in the lineup, and I'm really happy that they have. Of course, they're gonna have those Mario games and stuff like that if you see them. I'm not really trying to like look for those, because a lot of these handhelds doesn't have the Mario games, but there's so many other titles that makes it so much fun. I don't know why some people are super picky about that. Oh, you don't have Mario games? Oh, well, I'm not gonna get it. to me, that's just like, I don't know. That's just my opinion. I mean, that just sucks because I mean, because there's no Mario games doesn't mean that there's not any more fun games that's up on here that you could play that was from the NES era, Super Nintendo, you know, that was well worth it. I mean, even on the Game Boy games, I mean, there still was some games that's definitely like well worth playing. I don't think that it should be a good idea to just like, you know, cut it off because there's no Mario game. Now, this is like right here, Super Famicom. So they have a lineup of Super Famicom games and then there's Super Nintendo games. There's one particular game I am looking for, and as long as they have this, oh yeah, and we in check. We in check. Yes, Super Punch Out is one of my games that I always come back to no matter what. I'm serious. I love Super Punch Out. If you guys ever want me to just do like a live just recording of just like playing Punch Out, Punch Out is my game. It's one of those games I'm always a big fan of. There's been times, and I have talked about this, that I wish that we get a Switch version of Punch Out, and I mean like a new Punch Out. We definitely need a Punch Out. Rival Turf was one of the games that I felt that just so much fun. Just a classic beat 'em up, and the controls is like super responsive. They're really good, and just like with this particular handheld, the visuals looks amazing. Seriously, way worth it. Now, here's what gets me is the fact is, and I'm just like, you know, when you get stuff like this, you always gotta look for at least a few games that's gonna be special to you. But if you put those other ones, those mainstream games like the Zeldas and stuff like that to the side, you're gonna find some good gems on here for real. Give these little handhelds a shot. If you don't know anything about it, you don't have to change anything. Just enjoy it for what it is, and it's gonna be awesome. And with that being said, I was trying not to hold you guys that long, okay? All right, you guys. I hope that you liked the video, and if you made it this far, I super appreciate it. All right, you guys, and tell me what you think about this in comparison of the other one I have, the Embernick. Okay? All right then, you guys. And from Gamer to Gamer, thanks for watching.